Okay, we are trying this again. We did try the live stream just a few minutes ago, and it did not go as planned. The lobby had issues, and they had to recreate it. They've already been through qualifying, so, and I'm guessing that means they'll just go from the start here without a warm-up lap, but we will see about that. Give me one moment. We are waiting on it to load here. Currently going to be a rain race. Should be a lot of fun. It'll probably be a bit crazy for the drivers, but spectators, it might be a good one for us here for race number 250 of Midfield Runners Cup, everybody. Congratulations on all of these guys involved. My friend Mike Akazici, it must be said as well, will reach league start number 200 next week. Another big milestone for the league, and Uncle Mike, who's been in every single season so far, only driver who can say that. But that'll be next week. This week, number 250 at Spain. It's season 14, round 11. It seems to be taking a while to load. Hopefully everything is okay with this right now. I don't know. We shall see. It's been having issues. There's a dog. Okay, so it's possible this isn't going to be happening tonight. I don't know. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Never mind. Here we go. Here we go. Midfield Runners Cup. And that's the race start, I think. Yeah. It's not a practice start, is it? Oh, it is a practice start. Okay. All right. Good to know. We got full track map. Enable. Detail position change. Interval broadcast. Good. All right. All right. 18 starters tonight for Midfield Runners Cup. Race number 250. It's season 14, round 11 at Spain in the rain. I'm BB Nasty. Welcome everybody. Thought I'd check in. I haven't actually been able to watch much, just the finishes lately of the Midfield Runners Cup races. I've been busy, but I would like to stream some more in the future. I love doing this. Looking forward to this one here. Got some rookies near the back here with Clutch, Tricky, and Splash. Slash qualifying all the way up into the top 10, currently leads the Rookie of the Year standings, or well, the season, but you know, it's called Rookie of the Year. Yeah, so we got that going on. Fetz with a great qualifying lap. In fact, Fetz and Austin splitting the guys who are battling for the championship. FaZe leads the championship by a whopping 71 points. But then just 9 points separate King, 11, Cholo, Drank, and Vols. Not in that order necessarily. For second place in the championship. So it's a tight battle for second place. And they could always gain. There's still 5 races to go. We're 60. Well, I'm not gonna. We're 2/3 of the way done with the season here. But it's still anybody's gain up there. Red Bull is dominating the Constructors' Championship, though, so Ferrari needs Red Bull to have some bad luck as well tonight if they're going to get their first championship in the league for the Constructors. But we'll have to wait and see, because we're lining up at the grid for try number 2 of this, and then we got another person disqualified from the session again. Yeah, this was the signal last time that it wasn't going to work, I think. We'll see. Hopefully it works. Cross your fingers, everybody. We actually have a green flag race. We've got some people dropping already. Oh, what is this view? Can't see anything. Can't see anything. Yeah. Wow. Okay. There. That's what I meant to do. FaZe jumped out to the lead up there pretty quickly. Fetz, unfortunately, down 5 spots there. I didn't even get to see what all happened. Have to go back later and watch. Austin's really trying to get by Leventi there early on, giving the Ferraris some trouble. And like I said, the Red Bull out into the lead already. FaZe just pulling away. He has 3 wins on the season out of the first 10 races here. What's going on back here? There's a big gap between Drank and Cholo, and it looks like Drank may have possibly just taken a shot from Vols. Splash is up a spot. He's battling with his teammate here. Fed's all the way down to 13th. I think possibly Fed's is maybe has some wing damage or something. I don't know. We get Drank up there trying to shake Vols loose. Vols thinks about it, gets back in line there. It's not there, but there's some action up ahead of those guys here. 3-way for 4th. Make that for 3rd, and it is Austin getting King out of the way as King must have let his teammate Leventi go by too. I hadn't even noticed that. I am off my game at this. Haven't done this in a while, but they're both going to get. Oh, there's contact. There's contact, and that is on King. That contact is on King. Cholo touched the grass a little bit there. He's lucky he kept it on the track there, but King's going to have to be a little more careful. It's early in this race. And as you saw with Cholo there, it pushed him wide. It's tough to control these cars in these conditions. Damn, did he? Oh, yeah. Tip up 6 spots. Back there battling with Fetz, who's down 8 spots. But this battle here... And there's more contact. Oh, the former champions are going at it here. Cholo, our season 6 champion, I believe. Might have been season 7. No, it was 6. I really think it was 6. He's going to the inside now. King, who's 2-time defending champion. Well, not in a row, right? Man, I'm all confused. Ha! Yeah. Battle going on here, but I think King is struggling in these conditions as possible. He has not got the setup he likes, although these guys did know the rain was coming, so they would have been able... They had the time to load up that setup. Vols up a couple of spots. Drank holding on to where he was, but I don't think he's very comfortable. He's got both the Alpha Tauris still right here on his rear. And as was pointed out in the chat, thank you, Josh, Tip up 6 spots right now. Currently your biggest mover forward. And Fet's trouble off the beginning. Let's see if we get a look at his wing. His wing looks okay, so I think he just had a rough start getting those tires warmed up, getting them in the working window. That's sometimes really tricky to do. They're all still pretty neck and neck here all throughout the midfield. Up front, you still have that third place is contested a little bit here. I think without having the DRS to allow these guys to catch up each time, it's a bit tough. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever he did, it's he's got a gap. He won't be. There's no way he'll be able to keep Vols and Drake behind him for very long if he can't find some kind of rhythm. We're talking about King here. All these guys are champions. Cholo, King, Vols, Drank. They represent like 8 championships between them. Just drivers' championships. I don't even know how to. It's a battle of a who's who of midfield runners, past champions right here. And there's Cholo getting up to Austin. Take a look here. He's gonna go to he's got the outside. Austin wanted more road there. Cholo didn't give it to him. Not sure I would have either. You don't really want to be off the line there, but these guys gave each other some space, and that is how you do it. That's how you get it done. Nice clean pass. Austin didn't want to make it too hard. This early in the race, it's that you don't want contact. You don't want to be the cause of a caution flag to wave, and I'm just, you can see these numbers, how close they are. And then back here, Fetz and Issy, woo, little crab walk by Issy, get the car back on track, and we've got a yellow. Oh, okay, it was Puddle. I think Puddle had issues. But it happened up here, right? It happened around this area, I think, because there's a huge gap. So, and when I say this area, I mean this string of cars, because this is now the largest gap on the track. Tip, just outside the top 10. If you're new to F1, you only get points for the top 10. So, these guys will all be fighting for this position right here's the cutoff. Issy gets a point, Tip does not, and you cannot get the fastest lap bonus point unless you finish in the top 10 either. And we have a full course safety. For what? I don't know. It was Fetz. Oh, okay. Josh, I heard him. I thought they said in the chat though that they were going to make it full rain, like it was supposed to rain the whole time, so they just made it full rain when they reset it up. So I don't know that he would go with the dry setup. We've got multiple guys going in for fresh rubber. Let's see what rubber they are putting on there. Yeah, they're sticking with intermediates. I don't think it's getting wetter or drier currently. Both of the Alpines back at the back. They'll get a reset though from this caution. You know, Josh, sometimes I've had this experience where like I can even practice in the rain and just sometimes you get to race day and it just something doesn't feel right. Could be that. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he had trouble getting the tires heated up. Whatever was going on, he was able to keep Vols and Drake behind him a little bit longer there, and still ahead of him. In fact, so I don't know. Maybe he was warming up. Maybe the tires needed to warm up. Maybe both. I know he really had his hopes set high to get Ferrari their first Constructors' Championship this season. Ferrari has been in the top 3 in the Constructors' Championship every time except for one that we've done it, but they've yet to win it. But like I said, Red Bull, well, actually, let's take a look at that. Red Bull has the lead in the championship at the moment in the Constructors, 264 to 191. So 73-point lead is not insurmountable, but man, it's a very large lead. When you think that it's Vols and FaZe who are in, FaZe is in first and Vols in 5th in the championship. I just don't, I don't see it happening. Nothing against these guys. Ferrari, Levity, and King are both really phenomenal drivers, and especially lately, they've both been able to pull out some. Well, Levity's been able to pull out some decent finishes. King's had a few DNFs this season. Kind of rare in that we've seen Vols and King with DNFs this season, and they don't tend to get very many, especially Vols. Vols with 1 win, Cholo with 1 win on the season. King has 2, and Drank and FaZe each have 3. The safety car is gonna be going in this lap. Alright, here we go for the first restart of the race. FaZe is going to line them up, stack them up here. It's a fast couple of turns here, FaZe. Back them up, buddy, back them up. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Let's see it from Levity's perspective. It's FaZe gets a good launch here. Oh yeah, he really did, because Levity had a lift there in that final corner. And FaZe, just like the beginning of the race, just drives away. There's already a gap between Austin and King there. Oh. Austin backed out of it a little bit. Trying to make the move on Cholo. Trying to get that 3rd position back. He briefly held it earlier after starting 5th. King, though, down from pole position all the way to 5th. Respectable finishing position, but you know, Ferrari really wants those points, especially if Red Bull gets 1st place. It's not going to do to have Ferrari get 2nd and 5th if Red Bull gets 1st and 6th. See, this is where you need no holds barred F1, where you tell that teammate to take them out. But of course, we don't do that in this league. Ooh, big movement there. Course correction by Vols. I tell you what, I don't really actually envy them driving in this weather. Very slick conditions. Another correction by Vols there. He's been working on King pretty much since lap 2, I think, or 3. He's close enough. He's going to be able to get an attempt here. Down into turn 1. King outbreaks him. Will hold on to the position. Now, as they battle it out up here, Drake watching that happen, hoping he can get up there, make something happen based off of what they do. FaZe still just dominant out there. And that 3-way battle for 4th just keeps going there. Meanwhile, These guys up front are pulling away from them. 2-second gap now to Austin. And he's got King and Volz right on his rear. And Drank now within half a second. Splash, half a second. Half a second to Guitar, and then another half a second to Izzy, roughly. Half a second separating all the way back to 10th. That's all the points scoring positions. Oh, and there's contact. There it is. There's contact. And King is... Oh, no. He's in the wall hard. That is hard contact. He's going to leave his wing there on the wall. His wing is destroyed. It's a full course safety car. So that's at least helpful. But that hurt them both. Austin all the way back into 12th position. King back into 14th. King will have to pit and grab a wing. Austin, I don't know. I can't tell whether he needs... a wing or not. His wing looks okay. Austin's wing looks okay, but he did incur a penalty. Let's see what that penalty is for. Yeah, this is penalties, 5 seconds. So he'll be able to serve that. So you'll look for both Austin to pit this lap as well as King, who needs a new wing. Those guys will be restarting from the back for our second restart of this race. And, you know, I turned on the... I keep hitting the wrong button. I turned on the telemetry again. I don't like the telemetry. And I don't need tire either, although... 5 second to King and 5 second to Duck there. Severe collision. They must have made contact under the safety car. Can't imagine what went down there. Yes, Austin should be able to serve his penalty in the pits. They all should. All these guys with 5 second penalties. Duck, King, Austin, they all have 5 second penalties. Looks like everybody, just about everybody's pitting. 11 stayed out. The rookie Splash stayed out. We'll see how that works out for both of the AlphaTauris stayed out for track position. Gonna try and hold on to what they have here. I believe you could serve a 5 second penalty under safety, yes. Yeah. Although Duck and King aren't able to serve theirs. Austin was able to serve his. I don't know what's going on with Duck and King's. No, it's... It did not serve Duck and King's. They'll have to serve them later. Oh, no, it did. It did. Maybe they just weren't out of the pits yet. I was jumping the... Yeah, they're just not out of the pits yet. Okay. So they both have pitted. Austin got his out of the way. Alright, alright. So we have Clutch and Mike up into the top 10 now on strategy. 10 laps on their tires. Fetz and Tip up into the top 5, and they have 5 laps on their tires. And Guitar, Splash, and 11 all stayed out up in the top 3. And we have a retirement. Clutch retired. It wouldn't be a midfield runners cup race if we didn't have a retirement under safety for some reason. I wish maybe we get to see where Clutch's car is. No, he's already passed it. I don't know what happened, but Clutch is out of this race under safety car. That is too bad. One of the drivers that had stayed out for track position. Looks like we're going to be going around for another lap here. If you're just tuning in, it would behoove you to rewind just a couple of minutes to the beginning, to what caused this safety car. Down into turn 1, fighting for 4th position, I believe it was. It might have been 3rd. No, it's for 4th. You had Austin to the inside, King on the outside, and it was really difficult from the view I had. At least in the moment that it happened, to say exactly who might be at fault. But they made contact in turn 1, which sent King into one of those weird slow spins off into the distant barrier where he lost his wing. And Austin picked up a penalty, which he was able to serve under safety car. Then, under the safety car, King, who needed to pit for a wing, and Duck made contact. I didn't see it. I don't know exactly what happened, but they both incurred 5 second penalties and had to pit for wings and penalties and such. And so they find themselves at the rear. That is how D. Austin, one of the guys who qualified the top 5, and 562 King, who started on pole, find themselves back in 14th and 17th respectively. That's how this got to where it is. So go back, rewind, watch just before the safety car, and you'll see what happened. Drama is what it is. And then under the safety car, Clutch, again, I didn't see what happened, but Clutch lost control, and yep, he's out of the race. DNF, first retirement of the race, of Midfield Runners Cup Race 250 here at Spain. By the way, guys, this is brought to you by UncleEddie'sSeasoning.com. You won't be disappointed. UncleEddie'sSeasoning.com. All right, here we come around. 11T, little squirrely there. It's right along with Splash, the rookie. In second place, he'll be looking to make his mark in this league. He wants to get up there and lead some laps. Levity a little bit squirrely, but I think he's got a way better angle for the exit of this corner. No, he doesn't. He's sideways. Splash, get over there in the draft, man. There it is. Rookies. I tell you what, he'd have been able to go for the pass. You know what it is? He didn't want to be... He's got those rookie nerves. And then he thought about it too late and got himself out of position. He's going to be all out of whack here. 11's going to pull ahead. Guitar, meanwhile, doesn't want to be forceful on his teammate, I'm sure, but has to be watching going, hey, I can make the pass. If you can't get it done, rookie, I can get up there and get her done, because 11 right now is a little bit squirrely on these old tires. And FaZe is going for the pass on Guitar. Around the outside. He's not going to make it there. You're not worthy of the Trailer Park Girls there, FaZe. Didn't make it happen. Round the outside. Tip up. Oh, man. How many positions is that? Tip is up right now. 12 positions. That would definitely be... Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, my. Little touch to FaZe there. Just a little love tap. Tip gathered control, but he will lose a position. We've got a yellow flag. That's an Alpine off the back. It is a Williams off the back. It's Mike Akazici. He's moving, though. We're going to stay with the action. The action right now. Look at this. Cholo to the outside. Ooh, it doesn't get much closer than that, but no contact. Good driving by Cholo. Good driving by Guitar. Great job getting the pass done. Tip wants to get up there as well. Tip's on fresher tires than Guitar as well. Guitar is up here from staying out on tires, and same with Splash. Both the Alpha tires stayed out. And there it is. Beautiful. Beautiful. Tip gets the job done, but it's happening back here. We got Fetz, Issy, and Drank all together in a three-way battle here. This is a wonderful race, I'm telling you. Makes me kind of want to come out of retirement and commentate the league again. This is awesome racing. This year's, I know there have been some gripes about this year's game, but it has produced some really, really good on-track racing. And FaZe up there, FaZe and Cholo both making their way past the... Oh, no! Oh, that's it there for Guitar. He's sideways. He gathers it up. Did not go off track, but he's going to drop all the way to 11th. And I think this experiment, you could say it did not work out. Staying out on the old tires did not work out for Guitar, but 11th is still making it happen. Holding on to the league on the old tires. 13 laps. Splash holding on to 4th still on those old tires, but Guitar and Mike and Guitar. So half of the guys on 13-lap old tires have had issues already, and there it goes, FaZe. And to the inside of FaZe there, Cholo. These guys are... Oh, look at that. That's beautiful racing. Both those guys. Oh, my. That was great attack by Cholo. Great clean attack. And it was well defended by FaZe. No contact. Great racing. Wonderful racing. 11 now just trying to hold on. Now he knows Splash behind him gives him a little bit of a cushion because Splash has the old tires as well, but it looks to me like Splash might be dealing with these older tires a little bit better than 11T. And look at that, Cholo getting very out of shape there. I don't think there's a single person on the track who hasn't been rally racing here tonight. getting sideways on these turns. We're approaching the halfway point here. We've had 2 cautions. If you're just joining us, the last caution was caused by King there, dropping all the way out of the top 10, way back into 15th. Same with D. Austin, who was involved in that. He was working his way back up. He's up into 11th. But another interesting storyline tonight is Vol's back here in 9th. Now, he briefly was battling for like 6th, 5th, that battle earlier. After qualifying, I think 8th or 9th. Not a great start for the 4-time champion. And there it is, Austin getting by Rush as well. Rush is inside the top 10 in the points currently. I believe he's 10th or 9th. So definitely want to be getting some points tonight to stay in that top 10. Hold on to that number 1 seat. And there's more battle going on up here. It's just, there's battles everywhere, guys. I'm sorry if I miss anything. There's a lot going. Whoa! Is it laggy there? Tip once by on the inside. I don't know if he's going to be able to get the job done as Drank gets way out of shape. That's going to allow Issy to get up here, but it's lagging for me. It's hard to say what happened there. There might have been contact in the middle of that corner, and we've got a yellow flag as well. We've got a slow moving. It is Fetz. Fetz having all kinds of issues today. It's not moving. There he goes. He's got her going now. Wow. Well, that is too bad for Fetz tonight. But this battle is still raging here in the middle of this race. I think we're going to see a move by Drank here. Levity's giving him the inside. Drank puts it real close there, but he hits those little rumble curves that are on the inside of that corner, and those upset the car so much. He's lucky he was able to get on the throttle, be able to get the job done on Levity, but he does, and that is Drank up into 4th. Another one who didn't end, Fetz retires. Don't blame him for that one. It is another one that baffles a little bit there, as Levity losing as well, almost losing a spot to Issy. Issy's trying to get the job done there. It's these old tires. Possibly, I say, because Splash is getting her done up there, the rookie. Holding on to 3rd position. Props, Splash probably on his way to Rookie of the Year already, but this will just make it easier. If he can hold on up here for the podium, I don't know that he's going to hold on for the podium, but he's certainly on for a decent finish. The 16 laps, it just, you know, are the other guys going to change tires? At what point is he going to change tires? Have to see how that bit plays out. And we've got another yellow, another car going slow off the back. It's Mike Akazici again, having serious issues back there. Yep, so knew it was going to happen. Trent got her down on Splash. I think Issy... Ooh, yeah. He's going to try and be forceful and go around the outside here. It's just, outside's never going to work on that turn. It just isn't. Oh, I think there was contact there, possibly. Splash definitely was drifting into that corner, and he has no bite up the hill. But he's just got, he had enough to stick around the outside, but Issy gets the job done. Bulls is going to be looking to try and get by Splash next. And I think we're past the halfway point. Splash is going to want to be coming off those tires sooner rather than later as well. Here we go again. Vol's on the outside. Can he stick it? He can stick it. And there it is. Splash says, I'm done with these tires. Well, Levity cover. Levity does not cover. I don't think a Levity has decided he's gone far enough, but I mean, Unless he could, does 11 think he could stay out for a top 10? Because I don't think he can. Currently, 11 is looking at about, what is that, about 2, 3, 2, 6, 8, 4, 8, about 5 seconds, less than 5 seconds back to 10. If he pits right now, he's going to come back, he's going to be battling back there. He'll be back there behind, yeah, look where Splash is coming out, all the way back in 15th. So I think 11 is just staying out and hoping for a safety car. I really don't think he can go the rest of the race. I don't think he can do the whole race on these tires, basically. But we'll have to see. We've got a battle of the Haas's back here, though. Tip and Rush keeping it together. The American team is Cholo out there leading the race. Sets the fastest lap. Yeah. And Guitar is in the pits getting off of his old tires. So 11T is the only one who remains. Tricky has a time penalty. Another one of the rookies. Now, the rookie Splash stayed out earlier for track position. Came close to leading the race. Was running in second or third for a bit. He pitted a lap ago. So he's hoping for this thing to go green. But opposite would be 11T, who is hoping that he gets a safety car any lap now. Because it's going to bring in just about everybody. And that'll put him back on equal terms. So we have different strategies going on all over the place. King trying to work his way back up into the top 10. Him and Duck have done so, well, Duck has made it to the top 10, with King right on his heel here. Well, never mind, King getting the job done on Duck, as we watch. Oh, and he goes in 11th. He pulls the trigger and pits, and I'm just not sure now. I don't know though. Maybe he's seeing those times. Splash just put up the fastest time of the race. Thing is, the rest of these guys, they don't necessarily have to pit. If the top 11 don't pit, can 11T run down a top 10 finish? And he's got a penalty now too. Oh boy. Why do I always go to the telemetry? 5 seconds. So he could serve that if he ends up with another penalty, or if we end up with like a safety car or something like that. But that screws up his strategy. So 11T's in trouble here, unfortunately. Let's get back up to the front here. As Vols did not qualify well, and neither did Drank, but they are both back, moved their way to the front, and Red Bull dominant all season up here at the top. Meanwhile, Ferrari being Ferrari, having Ferrari things happen to Ferrari. I mean, King and Austin made contact early. We've got a slow-moving blue car. That's... Who is that? Is that Tricky? Or is that Mike again? I think that's Mike again. Oh, no, Duck is out. Oh, was it Alpine of Duck? Oh, no. Duck was running well. He'd moved his way back up. He was fighting for a top 10. I don't know what happened, but now we have our third retirement of the race and our third safety car. Now here is that safety car that 11T had needed. Drive-through penalty for Austin. That's going to be costly. But anyways, this is that safety car that 11T had needed and now it did not need. In fact, let's see if any of these guys up front do pit for tires. I would expect them to. The difference between the old tires before and the tires they are on now, the guys who had fresh tires, it was a very large diff. It was a big gap. So, yeah, I would expect to see these guys pit. We'll see how that goes. Austin has a serve a drive through. Splash, the rookie, having such a great race so far. Drive through penalty. That's 2 of them. 2 drive-through penalties for speeding under safety car. 1 to Austin, 1 to Splash. Tricky Potato, the rookie, up into the top 10. 3-second time penalty. Oh, and through the... Oh, no! Cholo! What did I just see? Cholo just drove into the pit wall, ending his race. That is the 2nd retirement under safety car tonight. This couldn't have... This is crazy. This is a crazy race, guys. What even is happening? Cholo. Oh my god, let's see if we can get Cholo in the booth here with us. I will send him an invite. Oh my holy moly guacamole. I don't know what to say. We'll see if we get Cholo over here to the broadcast with us. Because he's going to not, he's not going to be driving the rest of this race as Cholo is out. He drove directly to the pit wall. He needed to pit, and he went too far, and then he tried to cross through the grass. And I'm telling you, as I'm watching him do it, as I'm watching him cut through the grass, I'm thinking, you can't do that. That's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's wet. And, of course, he's not able to make the corner. And into the wall he goes. And here he is joining me, Cholo. My friend, season 6 champion?
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the broadcast, man. Walk us through what happened.
That was a last-minute panic decision, is what it was. So I wasn't gonna pit, dude, and I saw it. Who was that? FaZe dive in.
Yeah.
After I had already passed, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. We can make it happen. It didn't make it happen.
I know. Oh man, I was riding along, so you'll be able to see it when you go back and watch my broadcast. But I was saying, as I'm riding along with you, you have to pit, because the difference when you had fresh tires versus the guys who stayed out last time, like 11T, was just phenomenally large. You needed to pit. So I don't blame you for trying what you tried, but like, it was like a slow-mo horror film, because I knew I didn't even know it was you. I kind of glance up and I'm like, oh no, what's he doing?
Yeah, bro. As soon as I went off the track and hit that grass, I was like, oh, I'm hitting that wall. I already know.
Yeah.
It happens. It's still a long season.
It's a long season, but you guys are in. There's 9 of you guys, or not. There's 5 of you within 9 points fighting for 2nd place in the championship right now.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah.
I gotta have redemption next week.
Well, and the other guys that you're fighting against is Vols, who's leading, FaZe, who's third. Well, I'm not even counting FaZe, because he's leading the championship by so far 71 points. But so the 5 of you is Vols, Drank. They're at 1st and 4th right now, but then King's all the way back in 9th. That's not hurting you too bad. 11T's in 10th. Ferrari has had one of those days where they've done Ferrari things.
I'm honestly surprised at King's pace today.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. He's lacked
dude usually
pace.
Kills it. But it happens, bro. First actual rain race of the season. I mean, bound to happen.
Yeah.
What's next week?
I don't know, but we can find out. Let's see. I know that it's Mike's 200th race or start.
Jesus. That's a big one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, tonight is 250, so for the league, so he's only missed
so crazy.
51 races.
That's so crazy.
He's been in every season. Only driver to be in every season.
Yeah, dude's dedicated.
So we are looking at. Oh yeah, it's at Qatar next week.
Qatar? Okay.
Yeah.
First time running that.
Circuit. So that'll be fun. I don't know if I'll be able to stream it or not. It'd be nice if I could. I'm having fun tonight. I'm actually having a blast. This has been a. I need somebody in the booth with me though to talk to, but like I used to, I used to have somebody with me usually.
Oh yeah, you used to have a co-host.
In fact, you should hang around. Since you put it in the. Still can't believe the way you did that.
I'm chilling. Oh man, I'm not even mad about that though.
Well, I mean that's good. That's a good attitude to have.
Oh yeah, bro. Come on now. There's always next week. Now I guess we just get to see how Izzy does today.
He's in fifth right
He's
now, so that's good. He's been having a good day.
Yeah, he started in 11th. Yeah, pretty sure he started in
I
11th. Yeah, so
am
he's made up,
at the wrong thing.
6 places. He's in a good spot right now.
Yeah. Yep. Currently, Tip would be on for the driver of the day. Um, do you know what happened to Fetz?
I'm not really 100% sure. I know he got tangled up with somebody, and I think he had either side pod or floor damage. Um,
Uh,
yeah, there was a lot going on in the other chat.
I'm sure. I mean, it was close racing. Everybody was basically within a second or less of everyone else, and
Oh, dude, I was looking at the map half of that race, and my God,
I mean that's
it
how
was
it's
just
going to
groups
be,
of
though.
people.
You know, the gap between the top of the league and the bottom of the league is a lot. I mean, we used to have people in this league like Vols used to win by like 40 seconds sometimes.
Yeah, I remember those
You've
days.
done that. I mean, not just Vols. You've done it. Darga's done. Well, I mean, I used to do it, but not. That was back when there was nobody here.
The earlier days.
They don't. But that you don't. We haven't seen that all season, and I would argue I don't think I've seen that in several seasons. So.
No, I gotta say, I mean, after taking, last season off and then coming back this season, this is definitely the most fun I've had.
There's tight racing
100%.
everywhere. I mean, everybody's capable of racing. It's great. I wonder. I mean, I love it. I love watching it. And here we go. They're going green. Vols has a lot of practice at this. Let's see how Austin does. So far, FaZe has been the best on restarts. I don't know where he's getting grip.
He's a little jumpy though on that throttle.
Yeah, he is right
He's
now.
ready to go.
Yep, and he's about to go around. Oh my God, that's as close as it gets.
Uh,
That's as
he
close
kinda
as that
just
gets. And we've got a
sabotaged his
yellow.
launch a
Somebody
little bit.
didn't make it. One of the hosses, I think.
Looks like somebody got held up.
It's
11.
yeah, King got a penalty for illegal blocking, and you know how the game holds you up sometimes. It seems to happen to King more often than anyone else, and I don't know what that's about. But we're getting a VSC. I'm not saying that was King's fault. Whatever happened behind me, I didn't see it, but
I didn't see it.
we've got a VSC. Let me see what these penalties are about. There are too many.
Looks like FaZe moved up to P2. Got past Austin at some point.
Yeah, so it's a Red Bull 1-2 right now. Izzy's
Oh
going to
my
gain a
goodness.
spot because Austin's going to be pitting for the drive-through penalty. So will Splashes back in 10th. King and 11, both Ferraris have 5 seconds, so they could get rid of them if they pitted, but there's no freaking way that they're going to pit. So they just have to hope they get 5 seconds. Right now, they're outside of they both drop out of the points, I think.
Well, I mean, there's been a good, decent gap once the once the safety car starts back up. It's been grouped. There's been gaps in between the groups, so we'll see what happens.
I think they're going back green. They are, and Puddle got a drive-through as well. So that's 3 drive-throughs now.
And there goes Austin into the pits.
So that moves Drank up to 3rd. Another one who did not qualify as well as you would normally expect, especially since it was dry in qualifying.
Oh, we got a caution in sector 3. Don't know what that was.
I think Rush is having trouble getting. Well, no, they all went in the pits. So the last 4 cars moving on the screen there are in the pits.
Drank's in a good spot to catch up, though. He's on 4-lap old tires, and Vols is on 16-lap old tires, so that might get interesting here soon enough.
So that moved the rookie Tricky up into the points, and Mike. Both Williams are in the points currently. In fact, Red Bull are 1 and 2, Ferrari are 5 and 6, Williams are 8 and 9. They're all together there, and
looks like Red Bull's inverting the cars.
Is that an intentional move there?
It
It
like
looks a little sketchy now. He couldn't get on the throttle. I think they got the right guy in front, though. He's been dominant all day. He's been dominant all season.
Yeah, seriously. What's the gap now? 70 points?
71
yeah.
coming into this race.
Frank's pulling up the side.
Yeah, as soon as he gets out of the... He's really going to have to push it on this braking zone, and I don't think you can... I mean, Vols has more of the dry line to use, but Drank's able to get into the apex, and so there it is. It's his corner.
Those fresher tires working for him.
Splitting the Rebels. I forgot about the tires. Where are we at on tires? Oh, Vols stayed out on the 17s. I did not know that. Him, Tricky,
he was
and
one
Austin.
of the few.
Yeah. I'm surprised he did that with the way it was earlier, but he may have just felt like track position was worth everything because he was not able to pass people. Like the whole race, he's had Vols and King and Drank, all of their paces were off today for those guys. I actually kind of like to see it, to be honest with you, but I don't know why it's happening. I like to see it because I like to see some of these guys like Izzy get up there, Levity get up there, Guitar get up there, battle with these fuckers. Bring the race to them. Bring the race to Cholo. Although Cholo brought the race to himself tonight.
I brought the wall to myself.
Yeah.
It looks like Izzy's catching up to Bulls now, too, so he might get a podium spot here.
Hey, what lap was that, Cholo, that you wrecked on? Do you remember?
25.
If you're listening, if you just tuned in, go back to like 24, 25. Lap 24 or 25. There's a yellow flag. I'm riding on board with Cholo. Under the yellow, Cholo's leading the race. And he needs to get in the pits, but he missed the pits. It's worth going and watching.
If you want to see my lawn care tips, go ahead and check out that that pit stop.
You know, things happen. We've all done it, so can't really laugh too hard at you there.
Oh, they'll just make the highlight reel one day.
Yeah, if I made highlights. I mean, I do sometimes, but I don't when I stream, so.
Oh, usually. Yeah. Oh, looks like Izzy's getting really close now.
Yeah, I've been riding with him, but there's nothing else happening anywhere else right now. Well, that's not true. Mike's gotten by his teammate Tricky. They may have inverted on purpose. I don't know. Tricky does have a 3-second penalty. He's going to finish with that, and it's going to drop him outside the top 10, so that's
it looks
too
like
bad.
Mike's pulling away with more pace.
Yeah. Austin's going to for sure get Tricky. And then Tricky's got to worry about staying at least 3 seconds ahead of Splash, or he'll drop out of the top 10. But Splash is gaining on them quickly.
Yes, he is. Well, that's 6-lap-old tires versus 18-lap-old tires right there.
There it is. Sorry, I wasn't. I moved off of him, but Austin got by. I did not see 11T. Josh, sorry, I just saw your message. I did not see 11T speeding in pit lane. Is that when it?
I think that happened on his last pit.
Yeah, that might be where the 5 seconds came from. I assumed it had to do with the pits.
Was that a yellow in sector 2?
Somebody. That happened ahead of the Ferraris. Who?
Yeah,
there's nothing going on. I don't know what that was. I think somebody maybe had dipped wheels, but they were okay, you know what I mean? Didn't really. Well, we see it's showing another yellow back there. Well, the McLaren should be the final car. Okay, so the McLaren of Puddle must be laps down.
Yeah.
It doesn't show that on my screen. It just says 32 seconds. But he's up there with the Ferraris and shit. So.
Yeah, I think he got lapped. Oh,
yeah, he's the only car not on the lead lap though, I believe. Yeah, because both Haas's, it's both Haas's at the end of the tail of the lead lap. That's too bad for Tip. I don't know. It's been up and down for him, but he was way up there before, and I don't know why Izzy can't get this job done. He's gonna have to.
Oh, he's glitching all over the screen for me though.
Yeah, he's been that way all race, and I wonder whether he's been that way for them because it's tough to drive against if they are.
He absolutely has, and he's going up the inside.
Yeah, he got that done there. I'm not
Wow.
sure.
Okay.
That's a risky move to be going full throttle, hitting that apex on that corner, and then
Yeah.
Vol's trusting him to do it on his inside too.
It looks
Vols
like
may have
King's
backed
starting to
out a little
attack
bit.
too.
What's that?
It looks like King's starting to attack too, but he does have a penalty.
Yeah, with the 5 seconds, I don't think he should. He really doesn't. I think from King's perspective, it doesn't matter whether he passes Vols, other than Vols is slowing him down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But that also means that King has found a little bit of pace from what he had earlier, and it kind of makes me think that he was nervous on the wet weather to start out with, and probably had trouble getting his tires heated up early in the race.
He's just now getting comfortable and into his groove.
Yeah, it took him like the whole race long to do it.
Well, if he can keep ahead of or actually no, he won't drop anymore. Besides to 11.
It looks like... Ooh! Did you see that? Did you see Vols sideways there into turn 1? I think it might have locked the rear up.
Well,
that's going to give King... King wants
tire.
it. Oh my god, King, I can't believe... Vols saw him coming and left the door open because, yeah, he saw him coming, but otherwise... That would... Oh, and there's contact.
Bump.
I think they got contact there.
I'm not seeing any damage on his wing. I think tires might have just rubbed a little bit.
I didn't see it. I was riding along with King, but I could see his car get askew. Now, I did see it earlier, though, when him and Austin made contact, but again, it's hard to tell who might have been at fault, other than, like, it felt in the moment like King moved a little bit more than Austin. When they wrecked earlier, that's on stream, too.
We got a lot of good footage tonight, that's for sure.
They're all spread out a little bit, but that was, like, because of the safety cars and things, that race was just all spread out the whole way. But there we are, guys. We're on the final lap of Midfield Runners Cup, race number 250. It's taken us over 4 years. And this man, Cholo, with me here, was there at the beginning, pretty much.
For the most part, he found me.
Well, I mean, you found the league. I don't think I found you.
No, I think it was just a random lobby I joined.
Maybe, or you just did a search for leagues. Because remember, I mean, you know, when we started out, it was like an actual in-the-game league.
That's true. We were in the in-game leagues.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been a while.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to be recruiting that way. That was the only way I was recruiting, was letting the people find it through the game. So
yeah,
maybe that's
true.
why we didn't have hardly any drivers those first 3 seasons.
Oh man, but they were fun.
Well, they were. Well, you were there for the first one. I don't think you were there for the second or the third. I think you came back for the fourth, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were there for the first, and I was there for the first, the second, the third, and the fourth. But then I sat out the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th. So we've all sat out seasons except for this man all the way back down here in 10th in the points, Mr. Top 10, Mike Akazici, who I think this might be his like 6th or something in a row top 10 this season. He's been nailing it out of the park lately. Ever since I left and he became the number 1 driver at Williams, he has stepped into that role. What? Oh, yeah, he's good at that. Or no, Levity did it, not King.
Oh, it says 11D DNF'd.
He did. He DNF'd before the line. What?
Oh, no.
I think he tried to wreck across the line and did it before the line.
Oh.
Dude, this is what I'm talking about. This is Ferrari doing Ferrari shit. What's going on?
Oh, what is going on? I know the other chat is going.
Dude, they gotta be cracking up. Because these guys, okay, so if you're watching at home and you have no idea what's happening, a lot of these guys will try to wreck their car as they're going like across the finish line, so that like they finish the race, but their car gets wrecked across. The idea is to strew car parts across the front stretch as other people come across the line behind you. But it certainly appears as Levity has blown his load early. and put himself into the wall.
That's tip for driver of the day.
I think, and you know what? Because of 11T wrecking out there, I think that bumps Tip up into the top 10. Now, Tip might not actually get driver of the day as we give it out in the league, because we give it out for the driver who gains the most positions from starting position. There's just no way for us to verify what the game says. And you know what? I'm not taking EA's game for word for it on who passed the most people. King ended up with pole and the fastest lap, and getting back for a top 5 is a good result, I would say, for King after what happened to him early on. Austin, involved in the wreck with King early on, was only able to make it back up to 8th. So yeah, 7 positions gained for Tip is good. That is driver of the day.
Yeah, dude was moving. All right, well, I'm gonna head out and yeah, start practicing for next week.
Yeah, Qatar. Hey, thanks for joining me in the booth, Jolo. Sorry for the way your race turned out there.
It happens, bro. You win some, you lose some. Sometimes they're your own fault.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, Mike would say you're the bugger. Sometimes you're the bug. Sometimes you're the windshield. Speaking of Mike, you guys, if I stream next week, or if any of the guys do, tune in to the streams to watch Mike start his 200th Midfield Runners Cup race. If you tuned into this, I appreciate you giving a like to the video. Think about subscribing to the channel. Check out UncleEddie'sSeasoning.com. That's our league sponsor. This is BB Nasty signing off for Midfield Runners Cup. It's been a blast, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace.